What's up guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going through all of my recommendations for the Sephora sale. Now I do this every single time that there is a Sephora sale, so I have a lot of videos on this topic. So if you want to see my recommendations, not just this go around, but all of the other times that I've ever filmed this video, I will link a playlist down below for you guys to check them out. I really wanted to cover a little bit of everything. So I have makeup, skincare, hair care, and I also have a ton of sets that I wanted to recommend. Also very exciting, a portion of this video is in partnership with the Inkey List, which is a really awesome skincare brand that is newly available at Sephora. I'll get into the Inkey List and what it's all about and some of my favorite products from the brand a little bit later. All right, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy today's video. Let me know in the comments if you planned on picking up anything during the sale, and if you do, what is it? And let me know your thoughts on any of the products that I talk about today. All right guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to cover are the sets that I'm really into, that I really think are worth picking up during the sale, that contain some of my favorite products. Most of these sets I don't actually have here with me, but I will put a picture right over here if you want to see what the set looks like. So the first set that I want to recommend is a gloss set from probably my favorite gloss to ever exist on the face of the planet. And yes, I know, strong statement, but it really is true. And I say that pretty confidently too, which is shocking. So you may or may not know how much I love the Tower 28 glosses. I feel like I have a bit of a love affair with these because I talk about them so often on my channel. For good reason though. The texture of these glosses are really unlike any other gloss formula that I've tried. They're very gel-like and comfortable. So when you put them on your lips, they don't feel sticky, they don't feel heavy, they just feel kind of like nothing and just hydrating. I love the colors that they have in their lineup, and paired with the opacity of their glosses, which are kind of like a semi-sheer but semi-opaque gloss. It lands right in the middle. You get a little bit of color, but still that translucency that gives that beautiful jelly and really like glossy look to the lips. It's really just the perfect everything in a little tube. I'll put one on my lips right now so you can see, because I think it's so stupid to talk about something and just like not even see what it looks like. I'm gonna put on the shade XOXO, which is this really pretty raspberry. This actually works with my look perfectly. All that to say, if you're interested in trying out the Tower 28 gloss formula, but you kind of wanna dip your toes in a little bit, you don't wanna dive right in, they just came out with a little set that's $27 and it's a $32 value. You get 4 of the mini lip glosses, and the actual colors of the shades are a really nice variety. You get like a purple, an orange, a clear, and then this like raspberry shade. So this is definitely one of my favorite sets that I saw in Sephora. Another set that I wanted to recommend that I thought was a really good deal is this guy from Fenty. This is the Fenty Glow Trio, and you get 3 products, a full-size Fenty gloss bomb, which makes the whole set worth it in and of itself, a full-size blush, and also a diamond balm all over diamond veil. I thought this was a pretty good deal because you get a full-size cream blush and a full-size gloss bomb. Both of these do retail for $25, so that's $50 just there. The Diamond Glow is a little mini sample size. You can get a full-size version that's 8 grams of product. This one is 2.8 grams, so about 3. So you do get a pretty good deal, being that these 2 products themselves are $50, so you kind of get this free if you think about it that way. As far as the shades that you get, the gloss bomb, it's my favorite gloss bomb. It's the original gorgeous brown rosy shade. The Cheeks Out blush that you get called Fenty Glow. I didn't realize, but this is actually unique to the set, which is really cool. And it's this really, really pretty kind of like terracotta brown color. The highlighter is a really pretty rosy gold. It does have chunky gold shimmer, which I personally wouldn't use this on my cheeks, but I think I would actually really love using this on my eyes. Be really, really pretty. Another lip gloss set, which contains some of my favorite lip gloss products, is this guy from Kosas. This is the mini wet set clean lip oil trio. So this has 3 of the Kosas wet lip glosses in the shades Jellyfish, which is a glossy clear, Dip, a pearly neutral nude, that's the one that I have that I love, and then Jaws, a warm red. This is actually a set that I think I'm going to purchase myself. There was a point where I was using the shade Dip like every single day. It was one of my go-to just like neutral everyday lip glosses. It was so, so pretty. I actually found it was kind of similar to the Fenty Gloss Bomb, similar shade and a similar feel and look as well. And so I personally really want to try the other 2 shades, and I think it's again a really great opportunity to try them in a little mini form so you don't have to fully commit to like the full size. Okay, this set I thought was a really good deal. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Dose All-Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray gift set. So you basically get 2 of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Sprays for the price of 1, which is awesome. So it's a $56 set, but it's an $84 value. This is probably one of the better valued sets that I saw, even though it is only 2 products. I mean, you literally just get 1 product free in the set, which I think is really awesome. The Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray has been and continues to be one of my favorite setting sprays, especially nowadays. I am really focused on constantly setting my face with a setting spray to lock in my makeup, because I do find it makes a really big difference as far as transferring goes with wearing a mask. I think this is actually a really good opportunity to split this with a friend, and that way you're only paying, what's 36 divided by 2? Hold please, quick math. $28. So you're both paying $28 for your own individual all-nighter setting sprays, or just have one as a backup in your makeup collection. That also works too. As far as hair centered sets go, I have 3 that I want to recommend. The first one is the Amika New York Minute Hair Blow Dry Brush Set. So this set comes with the hair blow dryer brush, as well as the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo and the Shield Anti-Humidity Spray. You guys know how much I love this blow dry brush. I use it all the time. I recently did a hair tutorial featuring it, so if you want to see how I actually use this, I'll link that down below if you want to check it out. But I use this specifically to give me a really nice bouncy blowout look, and it just works really well for my hair. I absolutely love it. And so this set is really great because you get the blow dry brush and then you get 2 full-size products. So it's $129 Canadian, and I believe it's $100 US, and it's a value of $200 Canadian, which is amazing. So you basically get those 2 full-size hair products for free, because the blow dry brush retails for $130 Canadian on its own. This next set is probably one of my favorite sets that I am personally going to be picking up when the sale rolls around. It is the Briogeo Merry Melty Masking Kit. And this kit has 3 of my favorite hair masks. This set is very exciting because it has 3 of my favorite masks, and one of them I thought was forever gone for my life, but it's back in the set. That is the honey mask that they have in here, and this guy smells so delicious. I do feel like it kind of does the same thing as the original Don't Despair Repair mask that is actually in here, but it smells delicious. It smells like honey, and I love it so much, and I'm so happy that it's back in the set. And then, like I said, it does have the original mask in here as well, and the new kiwi mask too, which I have been really loving lately. Now, when I first tried this, I didn't think that I noticed the biggest difference between the original mask and the kiwi one, but as I've continued to use it, I do feel like it is a lot more moisturizing, especially if you have curly hair. This is a fantastic product. So if your hair is very thirsty, this may be a good set to check out. This is $46 Canadian, and it is a $72 value. Very good. And one more thing from Briogeo that I wanted to recommend as far as sets go, and that is the Be Gentle, Be Kind Banana and Coconut Superfoods Nourishing Hair Value Set. So this is a set that has the banana and coconut conditioner and shampoo, as well as the kiwi mask. I love and use the shampoo and conditioner from Briogeo. It's very moisturizing, and it smells so good. It smells like bananas. So this 3-piece set is $73. It's an $86 value. I do still think the other set is a better value, but if you are looking for a shampoo, conditioner, and a mask set, this is a really great one to check out. There was one more makeup set that really caught my eye that I thought was a pretty sick deal, and this is the MAC Cosmetics Super Fire Hit Mini Lipstick Kit. So if you are somebody who has always wanted to try MAC lipsticks, this would be such a cool kit to get. So this little set basically has 12 mini lipsticks in 12 of MAC's most popular shades. The kit is $92, and it's a $180 value, which is double. I definitely think this is something really cool to check out if you wanted to dabble into MAC lipsticks, try out a couple different shades. This really has everything that you need in one little kit. So those are all of my favorite kits that I found on Sephora. So now let's talk about my skincare favorites. So when it came to my skincare recommendations, I wanted to recommend products that I really feel like are gonna work for a wide variety of people, because obviously skincare is a very personal thing. Basically, I feel like all of these skincare products are good for all skin types. So let's start off with the Inkey List. Like I said at the beginning, this portion of the video is in partnership with the Inkey List. The Inkey List wanted to let everybody know, especially the Canadians that they are now available at Sephora and Sephora Canada. So if you're not familiar with the Inkey List, it's a really, really cool brand that exists to spread knowledge about the ingredients that are in skincare products and just make them a lot easier and simpler to incorporate into your routine and to understand. All their products are very, very affordable, all under $20 Canadian or $15 US. When I was talking to the brand and really trying to learn as much as I could about it, I found it really interesting that the founders of the brand really wanted to put all of their money into the formula itself, and they wanted to keep everything else really simple. So you will notice that all of the packaging for the Inkey List is really, really simple packaging, and that's because all of the priority went into the formula of the ingredients to keep everything really nice and affordable. So I have a couple products here that I really love that I wanted to recommend from the Inkey List. The first one is probably my favorite, and I can't even believe that this has not entered my life up until now, and it is the apple cider vinegar acid peel. This sounds kind of nerve-wracking to put on the face. Any type of peel product always scares me a little bit because I just imagine that it's gonna make my skin super red and like bubbly and like peel off of my face. I have really sensitive skin, and so a lot of peel products are just way too harsh and my skin just reacts pretty bad to them. Like it gets really red and inflamed and just no good. And so I was a little bit hesitant to try this, but I cannot stop putting this on my face. This works so well. If you want something to help get rid of texture on your skin, this thing is magical. This does such a good job of just making it feel like your skin is brand new. By the way, what's really cool about Inkey as well is that if you're not sure how to use a particular product, all of the information that you need to know is on the product itself. So for example, this says to use it at night, which is good that it says that because I actually went to go in to use this before doing my makeup during the day, and I looked at the back, I was like, oh, there's a little moon on here. Don't put it on during the daytime. And it also gives you all the instructions on how to actually use it. And at the bottom over here, it tells you in which part of your routine you should incorporate the product. So this is a treat product, and so it says to use after cleaning. So it's like skincare for dummies. I love it. Needless to say, I've only had good experiences with this peel. It has not made my skin react at all. It's super gentle from what it seems, but it still is really, really effective. I've also been really enjoying using their hyaluronic acid. This, it says to always use first after cleansing. So I'll put this on and then I'll put my moisturizer on top, and I find it does a really good job of just making my skin feel and look really plump and juicy. It's a really, really nice hyaluronic. The caffeine eye cream has also been one of my favorites. You guys know I've been searching and searching and searching for eye creams that don't react poorly underneath my eyes, because a lot of eye creams create bumps underneath my eyes and my under eyes are just really finicky. This has been no issue. I find this does a really good job of just simply hydrating underneath my eyes and doing a little bit of depuffing since there is caffeine in here. And then the next one is, I would say, my second favorite, and it is the Oat Cleansing Balm. This is a cleansing balm in a tube, and I love that so much because most cleansing balms are in little pots and you have to dip your finger in to get out the product. This is a really thick cleansing balm texture that just breaks down your makeup, and it does a really, really good job of doing so. It is also really nice and gentle and very, very hydrating as well. Like, it leaves your skin feeling moisturized once you wipe this off. So that's the Inkey List. Again, they're available at Sephora, which means they're available during the sale. So now let's move on to some other skincare products that I think are fantastic. First one is a cleanser that I think everybody would love. Honestly, I couldn't even imagine one person who wouldn't enjoy a cleanser like this. This is the Ren Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. I have gone through 2 full bottles of this in like 2 months. I don't even know how it's possible, but it happened. I use so much of this product every single time I wash my face because it just feels so good, and so I use way more than I probably should. It is a super, super, super creamy texture, and when you put it on your face, it just feels so soothing and gentle and moisturizing. Like, it almost feels like you're rubbing a moisturizer on your face, but in the best way possible. Again, I have really sensitive skin, and a lot of cleansers just kind of make my skin really, really red. This doesn't. It's amazing. So if you're looking for a new, gentle, soothing cleanser, look no further, friends. I had to mention the Laneige Cream Skin Milk Oil Cleanser. This is another amazing product to use to remove makeup. This product is so effective at just breaking down and removing makeup. And when you put it on your face, you almost feel like it shouldn't be as effective as it actually is, because you put it on and it's a very thin texture and it doesn't really feel oily or anything. And typically more oily products like the Oat Cleansing Balm from Inkey, like, you really feel it breaking down the makeup. This though, It's so milky that you just don't think it's gonna do the trick, but it does. It breaks down like 90% of your makeup on your face, and it just leaves a really nice moisturized feel to the skin. It doesn't strip it, which I love. And so this has been a majorly important product for me in my double cleanse routine. Either I'll go in with something like this or something like this, or a cleansing balm in a little tub, and then I'll go in with my cleanser, and my skin is squeaky clean but not stripped at all. So next, I really wanted to recommend a product that I haven't really mentioned a ton on my channel, but it's been in my life for a very long time. I think I've been using this for close to maybe 5 years at this point, like a really, really long time. It is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of physical exfoliators because I just find that they're a little bit too rough on the skin, but I also like a physical exfoliator because I feel like it just gets the job done, you know? So this is kind of the best of both worlds because it is a physical exfoliator, but it's so fine in texture that it's not going to completely irritate and just like frustrate your skin. Ugh, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see, but it's, didn't work. Basically, it's like one step above the texture of flour. So it's very, very fine, but it still has a little bit of grit to it. You mix a little bit of the powder with some water and it kind of becomes this paste-like texture, and you use that to exfoliate your face, and it's very, very, very gentle. I find that it is gentle enough to use every single day, and sometimes there are times when I do use it every single day, especially in the winter time. So this is probably one of my favorite exfoliators, would highly recommend. Another eye cream that I've been loving is the Youth to the People Dream Eye Cream. Again, like I mentioned, I've been having some trouble with my eye creams, kind of trying to find something that just works for my skin, that doesn't clog my pores, and that actually does something for my skin. This does something for my skin. It's a very, very thick texture, and so I find it does such a good job of just moisturizing the under eyes. I don't think it does anything, you know, super crazy, but I find it just makes my under eyes feel and look very plump, which is really all that I want at this point. I love this especially for at night, whereas I like to use the caffeine eye cream more so for during the day because this is more of like a thicker treatment situation. The last skincare product that I wanted to talk about is a lip product. It is the Lanolips 101 ointment. I feel like I've fallen back in love with this product, especially after my rhinoplasty that I just had done, because during my rhinoplasty, my lips were so dry because I was exclusively mouth breathing for about a week. And when you mouth breathe, your lips are the first to pay the price. And the Lanolips is really the product that saved me. Like, this kept my lips alive throughout that entire process, and I am very grateful for it. It's just such an amazing lip balm. If you want something that's just no frills, that just gets the job done, that makes your lips feel just plump and moisturized and amazing, this guy, so good. So now let's finally jump into the makeup. So I first wanted to recommend an eyeshadow palette. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. I want to kind of set your expectations though for this palette, because this is not really a palette that you would pull for a complete look, because there's really not a lot of mattes in here. I would say 90% of the palette is filled with metallics and shimmery shades. You have 1, 2, 3 mattes in this entire thing. So don't buy this thinking that this is going to be your everyday palette, because it's just not. But I'm 100% okay with that. There are some palettes where I'm like, you know what? It would have been nice to have a couple more mattes in here, just so I have at least the choice to complete a whole entire look. And then there are other palettes that just have such exceptional metallic formulas where I'm like, it's okay. I don't care. Give me all the metallics because I want them anyway. The Pat McGrath metallics and shimmers and duochromes are probably some of the best on the market. I can say that with full 100% certainty. They really do give you everything that you want when it comes to a metallic and a glitter. They are dimensional, they are glittery, they give you like that pop to your lid. Everything that I'm wearing on my lids right now are made by using this palette. I use this shade and this shade as like the two main shimmery shades of my look, and I mean, they're unreal. So this palette retails for $103, which is still very, very, very pricey. But if you do compare it to her other palettes, which have less eyeshadows and are $170, you're actually paying less for more eyeshadows. However, her eyeshadows in her other palettes are larger, but even so, like, how often do you go through eyeshadows that are of this nature, you know? So I would rather something smaller and more than just really large pans. That's just personal preference though. So obviously this is a pricey palette. With the sale, you do get a little bit of a discount, but I do think that this is very unique. I don't think that there are like 100 other palettes that are exactly like this. Like you will be guaranteed to have a full eyeshadow palette of just really cool, unique shades that you can't really find everywhere else. And I like that. Okay, next, let's kind of dabble into concealers. I wanted to recommend one concealer for every concealer concern, which is a little bit excessive because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. But hey, why not? I just want to give you guys all the recommendations. So starting off first with the person who wants something that's more light to medium coverage and a little bit more hydrating, great for every day, I would definitely recommend the Joe's Maran Vibrancy Concealer. This is one of my longtime favorites. I've been using this for I think like years at this point, and this is just that. It's a light to medium coverage. It has a really nice hydrating finish, but what I like about this is that it's hydrating without being sticky, and you actually, I find at least, you don't necessarily have to set this with powder for it to last. A lot of really dewy concealers, you do, and then you lose the dew. This one, I find that it stays just fine without powder, and I really love it. If you want something that's more of a natural finish that is also medium to full coverage, the Rare Beauty Concealer. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with most of the Rare Beauty products, especially the skin products, the foundation and the concealer. Fantastic. Both of them are really the perfect in-between formula. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy, just lands right in the middle. This also works beautifully underneath the eyes and around the face. Now, if you want a medium to full coverage concealer that's matte, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, one of my personal favorites. Keep in mind, I have dry skin and I still love this product. There are not a lot of matte products that I can fully and 100% confidently say that I absolutely love. It really just stays. And that's the great thing about matte products, is that they don't slip and slide around like a lot of hydrating products do, but it's also not a super drying formula. I would recommend obviously prepping your skin as you normally would to avoid that as much as possible, but I don't find that this is a finicky formula at all, and I just think it's great. And also, NARS has one of the best concealer shade ranges out there. The last concealer that I really love that is full coverage but hydrating, at least more hydrating than the Rare Beauty Concealer, is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This one is beautiful. This gives you such a flawless look, especially underneath the eyes. Like, it makes you look, you know, that sound effect exactly. And it's also full coverage without being heavy at all. So that's it for concealers. I'm not gonna touch on foundations. So now let's move on to some sprays. So I have 2 sprays here that I wanted to recommend. One you could probably guess because I feel like I speak about it so much on my channel, and that is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist. This is basically a serum in a mist form. This is especially incredible if you have dry skin. You can use this in your skincare routine, kind of like as the finishing step to just add some more moisture to your skin, but I especially love this in my makeup routine before applying my foundation, because it just is a really quick and easy way to just spray some moisture on my skin. And I also really love this as kind of like a touch-up spray. So if I ever feel like my skin is looking really heavy or cakey, 2 sprays of this baby and everything is fixed, most of the time at least. The second spray that I wanted to recommend is a long-lasting setting spray. Besides the Urban Decay All Nighter, which I really love, I have been really loving the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I really do find that this completely locks everything in. I actually do find that this spray kind of makes my makeup look a little bit more smooth when I spray it on. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or if I'm just imagining things, but I really do find that this makes a big difference in the way that my skin just looks after applying this. This is definitely a little bit more of an expensive setting spray, so I would recommend checking out the mini size because they have a mini one for about $25, I think, and I think that would be a great tester before going in for the big one. So yes, I spoke about the Tower 28 glosses, these guys, but I didn't talk about the Milky collection, which is a whole other story. There is a pink one called Coconut, a light brown called Cashew, which is my favorite, a darker brown called Almond, and then a very light peach called Oat. I'm not gonna go on a whole other rant about the Tower 28 glosses because you guys got the point. I'm gonna put one on now just so you guys can see. I'm gonna put on Cashew, which is my favorite. I myself may pick up a couple backups of Cashew during the sale because I don't want this to ever leave my life. One of my favorite nude glosses ever. So I kind of feel like I recommend these guys in every single VIB sale recommendation video I've ever done, but I just can't not because they are really one of my all-time favorite makeup products that I feel like I always am going to have in my collection. It is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown, Endless Cacao, which I unfortunately don't have with me. I don't know where it is. I lost it, and I'm gonna pick up another one during the sale. And the shade Anywhere Caffeine. There's something about these two particular colors, actually three if I include Endless Cacao, that are just so perfect for nude lip products. And all these colors are just so amazing for contouring the lips and for making your lips just look so naturally plump. Anywhere Caffeine is probably my most used because this is the most wearable for my skin tone. It is a little bit warmer and it's not super, super dark, but this guy goes with literally every single nude lip product that I have. So I use it a ton and I love it. And I have like 3 or 4 in my collection. I feel like this video is truly never ending, but I have a Bite lip gloss here and then a Fenty lipstick. So starting off first with the Bite lip gloss, this is the new Yay Sayer Plumping Lip Gloss. I love these. I love so many of the colors. This one in particular though is probably my favorite color in the entire collection, which honestly I wouldn't really ever expect because it looks like such a deep dark burgundy, but on the lips it just creates the most gorgeous, like just bitten lip color. And this is the color Plum Tart. I'm gonna put it on so you guys can see what it looks like, but it's what I was wearing at the beginning of the video. They're also very, very gel-like, kind of similar to the Tower 28 glosses, but I do feel like these kind of stick to the lips a little bit better than the Tower 28 ones do. And the Bite lip glosses also have cinnamon oil in them, which makes them a little bit plumping. So I would recommend checking out the entire lineup, but this shade in particular, it's perfect for just like a nice, dark, still wearable, just bitten lip color, glossy shade. This lipstick from Fenty, another one of my favorites. I really just wanted to recommend it because this nude is unreal. Fenty Slip Shine in Make Break. The Slip Shine formula, it's beautiful. It has Jamie written all over it. It's sheer, moisturizing, and glossy. The 3 words that I love the most when paired together. It is so hard to find more of a neutral nude that doesn't lean too yellow. And this, my friends, is one of them. I love this, especially paired with Anywhere Caffeine or Endless Cacao. It's like the perfect lip liner with this color because it really makes it pop, but it's such a gorgeous nude lip color. So I really just wanted to mention it because it's one of my faves. Okay, we are almost done. I have a couple more products to talk about. I have 3 mascaras that I have been personally loving lately and I wanted to recommend for the sale. One of them, again, I am actually gonna be picking up myself because I only have the little mini sample size, which I got from one of my Sephora orders because I wanted to try it before buying it. And I gotta say, I love it. So I'm gonna be buying it during the sale. And it is the Marc Jacobs At Lashed mascara. This is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I just really like this because it's like a good all-around mascara for me. It really makes my lashes pop. It's very voluminizing. Nice and lengthening, and it does separate my lashes too, and I really just like the brush on this. It's a good, like, fluffy and short mascara wand. Another one that I surprisingly really loved. I really didn't expect that I would like this so much, but after trying it, I kind of can't get enough of it, and it is the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl mascara. This wand is actually pretty large and in charge. It's kind of like a C shape, and I find because of that C shape, it just does a really good job of literally curling your lashes, and I can understand why this is called the Over Curl mascara, but this really does make my lashes, again, look really bold, and it really just makes them pop. Lastly, the Hourglass Unlocked. This mascara has pretty much replaced the Hourglass Caution for me, which is kind of crazy because that was my go-to for God knows how long. But what I love so much about the Unlocked mascara is that it is tubing. A tubing mascara is a preferred formula for me because it just makes removing the mascara so much easier at the end of the day. And honestly, like, I prioritize that. It's pretty high on my list because tubing mascaras come off with just water. You just rub water on your eyes and you just go like this. And the mascara removes completely, and you don't have to worry about getting raccoon eyes. You don't have to worry about like scrubbing your eyes for forever at night, which is honestly just such a joy. This is, first of all, a plastic wand, and the bristles are really short. So because of that, I do find that this is definitely more of a lengthening mascara, not so much a volumized mascara. So it just really makes the lashes look really nice and lengthy, and also not too clumpy at all. Okay guys, last but not least, let's talk about 2 cheek palettes palettes. The first one is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Palette. So these are little palettes that have both a powder and a cream, and I love this concept so much because I will often set my cream blushes with powder. So to have a little compact that already has complementary blush shades in there that work together that I can do that with is fantastic. And I also really love that you not only could use them together, but you could also use these two separately and get two different looks. So essentially you get 3 different looks in one blush product. This particular shade is in the shade Do We Know Her, and it's this really pretty coral shade. It's actually the blush that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. The honey colored one, I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but I'll put a picture up right over here, is one of my favorites. It is such a gorgeous bronzy blush shade. Another cream blush product that I think is worth checking out are the Fenty Cheeks Out cream blushes. These are so easy to use. If you are somebody who wants to just start to dabble, I said dabble like 30,000 times this video, but it seems to work in a lot of my sentences. But if you want to dabble into cream blushes, but you don't really know how to use them, or you're a little bit intimidated by them, this is a great formula to start off with because they're so easy to use. They are pigmented, obviously, but they really do blend like a dream. So even though when you start applying them, you're like, oh my God, this is a lot, they will just blend and melt into the skin so easily. You don't even need a brush to use them. And they also dry down to more of like a soft, powdery-ish finish. So it's not even a product that you need to set with a powder for it to actually last on the skin. And I just think that this is a great and super easy cream blush formula to work with. All right, guys, that is it. Those are some of my recommendations for the Sephora sale. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and stay tuned because I will be doing a Sephora sale shop with me soon. So that's gonna be really fun. And then we'll do a haul with the products that I got during the shop with me. So it's gonna be a 3-video Sephora sale series. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. What are you gonna be picking up during the sale? What do you think of the products that I spoke about today? Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.